Oh, that's my good friend. His name is Boniface. So we're actually on his YouTube channel. So
Trying to be famous.
you trying to? Fill it home. Fill it home. Kim got you. Okay.
You know what I want.
Okay. So this is what we do every day. Beautiful people come into the store. My brother Richard, and we're in Allentown, Pennsylvania. We're a cultural store. We import a lot from Kenya, made in Kenya, courtesy of my good friend, Mr. Alvin from Urban Funk. He's the one who we have worked for several years, and I am proud to carry his product within our store. And just other Kenyan manufacturers who we work with. It's an integral part of our product line. We have items that we import from Kenya, and I'm going to show you some of them. So this is courtesy of my good friend Theophilus. If you know Kariokor, you know, I was born and raised in a place in Kenya on the eastland side of the city. I'm a young man from Buru phase 4, Turakot to be precise. That's number 285. I still remember my roots. And I even when I go home, I link with my brothers, and my brother Theophilus and his team and his family actually are the ones who make these bags for us, and we've been getting better over time. It's unique to see us have market share and actually compete with other bags that are either made in America or made in China, and that for me is really, really important. I think as Kenyans, not just as Kenyans, but as Africans per se, when you look at our trade deficit, we are importing more than we export. So I think each and every one of us has a responsibility. If we want to see change, each and every one of us has to do their part. So for me, this is I'm peeing in the ocean, but at least I'm peeing in the ocean. So, and then we also do unique bags, the likeness of these. I just want to let you guys see the quality, and in that way, for me, this is important to see the quality that we're putting out of Kenya. You know, these are travel pouches, and you could see the quality that we are capable of producing as Kenyans and as Africans per se. The hat that I'm wearing was made in Ghana, you know, and this thing competes with China. This is the Jinyame symbol, and it speaks about ideals that we as Africans purported about 2,000 years back. So like Marcus Garvey said, a tree without its roots cannot bear fruit, you know. So we don't want to forget where we come from. Sankofa, returning back so we could charter our way forward. So yes, pouches, a lot of things from Africa, from Kenya precisely, artwork, and then we do aromatherapy. So a lot of incense, a lot of sage, and this is not a fad. This is more so just aromatherapy and, you know, mental wellness and taking care of who we are from a mental standpoint, and being good inside first, so we could manifest what we want on the outside. So we do a lot of sage, a lot of Florida water, incenses. We do resins as well, and then we do internal body care, everything being organic, USDA certified. When we first started, we were more cultural, you know. We had more of the cultural expressions as far as the fashion and the Afrocentric approach, but as you start to interact with people, you realize that we're more than just that. And then we brought in the internal body care aspect of things. COVID, crazy enough, was very difficult for a lot of people. For us, to be quite honest, it was favorable because it gave us unique market product positioning, and it showed us which way we needed to incline our business. And as a result of that, we grew exponentially because of COVID, because it opened up our eyes to see things that previously we weren't seeing. And serving our community is really where it's at, you know, and having genuine relationships with our clientele base and humanizing them. I appreciate you, bro. I'll see you later. Richard just left, by the way. So everything USDA certified, organic. We don't do anything GMO within the store. Solutions for high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, just a host of different herbs that we use from a curative standpoint and from a preventative standpoint as well. We are what we eat. So that's very much our approach. That's very much our approach.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Well, Mnyadi, how are you?
Well, man.
I'm okay. How's everything with you?
That's fine.
Feel free. That's my brother Boni.
what's up, man?
He has a YouTube channel all the way in Kenya, so
Yeah.
We work together.
y'all work together?
Yeah, man.
I told you we family.
All right, bro. I'll see you later, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, organic internal body care is an integral part of what we do. Again, teas, herbs, you know, tonics, detoxing is an integral part of what we do. So we have a host of tonics, honeys. We do a lot of sea moss, Irish moss, which is really great as far as helping with inflammation, provisioning you with nutrition as far as 92 of the 102 mineral nutrients that your body requires. Works really well as far as just helping us with our gut health and, you know, gut cleansing and just building the efficacy of our digestive system and how that correlates with the rest of our body. And then speaking of the rest of the body, we import and also we import shea butter based products from Africa. The raw shea butter, the raw African black soap, raw coconut oil comes in all the way from Ghana, and then we work with local companies here that actually make GMO free external body care products. We have about 42 variations of soap, no parabens, no sulfates, no formaldehyde, no glycols, no mineral oils, no alcohol. Why is this important? There was a study that was actually performed at Yale in 2016 that showed that there was a great disparity as far as fibroids in women nowadays, and them developing at an earlier stage of life, but more so amongst the black and brown demographic. A lot of the items that are sold within specific zip codes are tainted with things that are just not good for us. Our skin is our largest organ. It is consuming without asking you. You don't need to open your mouth for things to go in you. They could simply go through your skin. You know, just taking a more holistic approach and understanding that nature has given us what we need to be able to cater for our well-being internally and externally. So very much part of what we do. These actually we ship all the way to Kenya. We do have clients there who we ship to, and very soon we will be, let me say, going really into the core of that market. What else am I forgetting? Hair care products. These we do work with. Go ahead, talk to me, King.
Well, you got to build muscles. I'm strengthening bones.
Ashwagandha.
What's that?
You ever heard of ashwagandha? It's a herb.
I heard about it.
Comes from India.
That's powder, holy powder. Yeah.
Powder, and then we have it in the ashwa with the ginkgo, the capsules, 45 capsules. That one, yeah. So that one,
better though.
it really depends. That one comes with ginkgo. So ginkgo really helps you with focus, with remembrance. Great for your mind. That's a good mix. And then we also have it in here in a honey with ashwa, ginkgo. It has supplemento that's also great as far as just the prostate health. You know, it has maca in that. You have yohimbe, so really great as far as just the efficacy of the male reproductive system, you know, and prostate health. However you want it, King.
I just want something like just build muscles and strengthen the bones.
I know how you stay. Here you go. Because you like your thing pure.
Yeah.
So
Let's do everything.
that the benefits of ashwagandha: muscle building, muscle recovery. It's an adaptogen, so it really helps you with let me say dopamine serotonin balance. Great for stress for stress alleviation. A lot of psychiatrists actually asking their patients to use it. Folks who struggle with stress, anxiety, depression, works really well with that. Aside from that, it's also great as far as remembrance, great for focus, works really well as far as being anti-inflammatory as well.
Muscles.
Parkinson's disease, for people who have a history of Parkinson's disease, it actually minimizes the probability of that developing. So muscle building, muscle recovery. Remember this time when LeBron had left Cleveland initially and went to Miami, and in Miami they were more of a run and gun team because they had Dwayne Wade, they had Chris Bosh, so they were more a up-tempo team. And then when he went back to Cleveland, he started to play in the post and he was bigger over one season. It's because of the use of ashwagandha. It really helps to build muscles and also for its recovery. A lot of athletes use this.
Okay.
Some people will use it intermittently because of what it does as far as just testosterone suppression. So that's also something else that
So this now is like that does ashwagandha
by itself.
They just grind it up and
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
Let me try that.
Yeah, try that one. And then I know you want the actual herb, right? The actual root. Because I know how you stay. I'll look for it. I'll look for it and then I'll get it.
Yeah, I like making my own stuff. You know
I overs. So I'll get you the actual root and then see how we could go about it. It goes predominantly in India.
Just boil it.
Teas. Some people make teas with it. It's in the same family as ginger. So what you have with it is that it works really well as far as let me just say testosterone management, and then also you find it in a lot of let me say male enhancement products as well. So you'll find it in a lot of male enhancement tonics because of how it interacts with the prostate. Yep. So yes, once again, that's what we do here. So, and we do a lot of clothing. We're still building on this part of the product line, and hopefully next time my brother Bonnie, no, you're good. Next time my brother Bonnie is here, you will have us in a new premises. You never know, that actually might come attached to this video sometime, but yep. So maybe you'll come back for a second viewing of a new place that we're looking to transition into. But the efficacy of creatives in Africa is something that we value. We actually put a hold on the clothing product line for a while because we were looking for people to partner with who would understand the fact that it's not just transactioning, it's not just financial exchange, but the reality is that in order for Africa to have market share, we have to embrace the fact that we are competing and start to embrace a long-term mindset. Have some of our creatives understand economies of scale and understand that the world is now so interconnected, and that we should have the self-confidence and the, let me say, the want to be in the marketplace and compete with China, compete with the US, and have market share. The US is a continent that is, in essence, one country that's interconnected as a continent. So when it comes to Afroprint and just what we as creatives can do in Africa, I just want to encourage those of us watching this that if you're in Africa and you're a creative, the whole world is yours. And just bringing yourself up to a place where you're willing to compete, and that means quality, that means understanding pricing, that means having a long-term mindset. It's not just creating a product and saying, I want to make money for now. We have to think long-term, the way how the Chinese do. Why would we think that we are exempt from that kind of a mindset if we want that kind of long-term success? And it takes all of us. It takes the consumer base choosing to buy Africa and wearing Africa. Every day of my life, I wear something from Africa, you know, every day. And for me, it's just nature. You know, it's so natural. I enjoy selling items from Africa. I enjoy working with people from where I come from. Like I said, mimi ni kijana wa Buru, lakini nguo zangu tengenezwa Jeri. You know, when I go to Kenya, mwenda Jeri mako na kula ugali pale kwa Jack, ananitengenezea na mboga zangu nikingojea nguo zangu. It's that simple. You know, so, and we have to embrace that. Even if we're in the diaspora, we have to embrace that and think of how we could bring forth change. Household goods is also something that we do. So I'm going to run here, and we have a lot of these. Actually, we do a lot of festivals, so we sell a lot of these. These come from Rwanda. From Kenya, we also do a lot of izi bakulize too. This is actually a style that we introduced, and it has really taken off. We sell a lot of these at the festivals, and when we go for events, people love what Kenyans do. So I think it's just about us rising up to the challenge and embracing that, and starting somewhere, starting with something small and then eventually creating it to be something big. So I think that covers it. We do other items, internal body care, you know, as far as fluoride-free toothpaste. So 6 variations. Yeah, I think I might as well show you. Yes. So we do a lot of fluoride-free toothpaste. We have about 6 different variants. So dental fluorosis, just in essence avoiding that. Fluoride is great for you, you know, as you're growing up, but It's everywhere. It's, you know, it's overly in your water, and over a period of time, it now starts to be detrimental more than beneficial. So dental fluorosis, where your teeth, in essence, the enamel starts to wear off because of excessive fluoride. Skeletal fluorosis, where now your bones become fragile, and they're susceptible to actually fractures because of excessive fluoride. So just being able to offer people different alternatives. We have a charcoal fluoride-free toothpaste, great for long-term smokers or people who are just looking to whiten. We have the moringa that helps with enamel restoration. We have the neem, mnaitanga mwarubaine. So really great as far as being antibacterial, antifungal, and works really well when it comes to just the efficacy of your gum health, and just from an antiseptic, antifungal standpoint. A lot of jewelry that we import from Kenya.
I want you to tell me more about the mwarobaini.
The mwarobaini, neem. When I was in Lamu in March, and I was out there with a person dear to me, and it was her first time in Africa, and I remember going around and coming across neem, and having conversations with some of the folks out there who actually grow it, and just what its benefits are. India is really well known for neem, so majority of the neem that we get here actually comes from India. We actually do sell it just by the powdered form by itself because of its benefits. Great as far as vitamin C basis for people who are anemic, because vitamin C actually helps with iron absorption. Works really well as far as also helping with like we had mentioned, antibacterial, antifungal aspects. Great for type 2 diabetes because it helps your body with the production of insulin producing cells. So a host of different benefits just from this one plant, and now you even find it in a toothpaste because of what it does as far as your gum health is concerned. That alongside the miswak. Where is miswak? Yeah, miswak. This is also another one. It's actually a stick that's been used. Crazy. Miswak. In Swahili, what do we call a toothbrush? Mswaki. But where does that come from? It's in essence an Arabic term. Thank you. So this very simple stick, miswak, was actually the world's very first toothbrush. And then somebody decided to make a plastic toothbrush, create a patent, and now is making billions of dollars off of that simple ingenuity that goes far back but commences with this simple thing. So strongly antibacterial, antifungal, and it's in essence a chewing stick that now they extract from its juices, and then they use that to create a toothpaste. Antibacterial, antifungal. People come and actually get these here. This is the first toothbrush, goes back about 8,000 years. So nothing new underneath the sun, they say, right? So yeah, organic deodorants, no hypoallergenics, no aluminum. Majority of the deodorants that we have within, let me say, the common marketplace function on the basis of clogging your pores. That way you don't perspire. But perspiration is a natural process that actually is good for us. But because people don't want to smell, quote unquote, mainstream companies have just figured that they're going to use aluminum and block our pores. And since we're not sweating, we're not going to think twice about the fact that now we're holding in toxins. But there's a more holistic way of going about it by creating products that are, let me say, friendly to your body, that still could help you mitigate the odor and not necessarily block your pores. You could still perspire, and they're organic, no hypoallergenics, no aluminum, no parabens. So you're not getting, for women especially, fibroids and parabens, those two things go hand in hand. So just taking a more holistic approach to life, even as hard as it might be, we still try. So yep. And we do a lot of jewelry. We import from Kenya. As you could see, a whole section of our jewelry. We have a whole lot more when we go out for events. These really do well. People appreciate Kenyan craftsmanship, and that's the one thing that I really want to stress, is that the world is appreciative of what Kenya does, and I think it's really upon us to embrace it, and to be willing to put brick over brick, and have a long-term mindset towards how we go about things, and understand that everything that we do, as long as we're calculative and we're seeking to be competitive, whether it be in pricing or quality, from a long-term standpoint, and understanding the mechanics of economies of scale, and you know, mass producing and being able to wholesale and work with people out here and not look to make all the money at one time will give us the longevity and, you know, the ability to actually penetrate the market and initially have a niche where our items could be staple when it comes to the expression of Afrocentricity and creativity. Yep, so in a nutshell, that's us at the Kulcha Kernel. We love all things organic. We love all things Afrocentric. We love customer service. So we take care of our own, and we're grateful for any and everyone who has helped us, you know, in essence within our assumption within the last 4 years that we've been here since 2018. Now we're going to 5 years, over 4,000 clients within the Lehigh Valley, repeat clients, and also the host of you that are online. So we just want to express our gratitude. If you're meeting us for the first time, you could find us on Instagram. The name of the store is Kulcha Kernel. That is us. So you could just search us on all social media platforms, or you could just Google us, and that'll give you everything that we have. Reach out to us. We're here at our Allentown location, 1801 Union Boulevard, Suite 102 for now. But within the next couple of months, hopefully we'll be out of here into a bigger premises, and we could continue to spread love and showcase things made in Africa and push a holistic lifestyle internally and externally. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to do that. Subscribe to this channel. My brother Boni, I want to say thank you for featuring me. I am honored, I am privileged, and I'm humbled. And for every other creative out there that you've featured, I just want to express our gratitude as well. Family, please subscribe to this channel. Show my brother love. Share the video and follow my brother. All right. Peace and blessings.
Asante.